The Christmas period for Spurs is here. Yes guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today welcome to the matchday preview for Manchester City versus Tottenham. Yeah, it's going to be a really tough game tomorrow. Of course, we're playing the champions, and yeah, it's going to be a long afternoon tomorrow, so yeah, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe, and let's get into the video. Alright then, let's start with the form coming into tomorrow's game at the Etihad Stadium. So let's start with Spurs, who are the visitors to the northwest of England tomorrow. So Tottenham, we have a loss, win. Of course, Spurs, our last game was a 2-1 defeat against Aston Villa. Manchester City, they have a win, draw, win. Manchester City, their last game was a 3-2 win over RB Leipzig. Alright then, so what is my score prediction for tomorrow's game at the Etihad Stadium now? I'm actually going to the game tomorrow, and yeah, it's gonna be a long journey there and back. And do I think we'll win? Absolutely not. You know, we're missing big players through injury. Of course, you know, Rodrigo Bentancur is out for 2.5 months. We've got Maddison and Mickey van der Ven are still out injured. We are still missing big players. And, you know, City, they're not really missing any key players. You know, they've got their big men. They've got their big players like, you know, Haaland, Grealish, Doku, Foden. It's going to be a really long afternoon tomorrow at the Etihad. Literally, our women's team played against Man City's women's team last week, and Man City's women's team won 7-0. Hopefully, I then travel all the way to Manchester just to see that. I hope not, anyway. I don't think it'll be 7-0. I think we are going to get absolutely battered, though. Just our back four against their attack. You know, their attack is going to absolutely wipe our defence to the floor. So, prediction, I'm going to go 4-1 to Man City. Alright then, so what are the players to look out for then? So, let's start with Tottenham. Now, I've picked up Pedro Porro and Destiny Udogie. For me, I think the two full-backs last Sunday against Villa, I thought they were absolutely phenomenal. I thought Pedro was absolutely exceptional. I thought he had a really good game, and I thought Destiny as well on the other side did really well. Overall, I thought both fullbacks did really well, if I have to be honest. And for Manchester City, I've picked out Phil Foden. Of course, I'm basing this off their last game against RB Leipzig. Now, looking at the match highlights, obviously because I didn't watch the game, I was watching PSG versus Newcastle, but looking at the highlights, it didn't really look like he didn't really do a lot, but he got 2 assists and a goal. So, if there is any City fans who were at that game on Tuesday, put in the comments how did Foden did, because looking at the stats in that game against RB Leipzig, he did absolutely amazing. So, yeah. Alright then, so what is my predicted lineup to take on Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium tomorrow at 4:30? So in goal, I have picked out Guglielmo Vicario. Of course, that's obviously not going to change. So yeah, back fourth, gone with Porro, Dyer, Davis and Udogie. Of course, Porro and Udogie did really well last week. And I think it was Emerson and Davis who were the back two last week, but the two main centre backs. But I think for this game we should go with Dyer and Davis. And yes, Emerson did score at the Etihad last season, and you know he did well. He actually did well in both games against Man City last season. But I personally just wouldn't start Emerson. I probably would start with Dyer. Yeah, he'll probably make a mistake, but I'll probably start him as he is. Obviously, a centre back, and Emerson is really more used to playing at right back more than centre back. Of course, Davis, he does play left back, but nowadays he does play at centre back, which he is kind of used to anyway. So yes, that's my back four. Then 2 defensive midfielders. I've gone with Basuma and Skip. Of course, quite devastating to hear that Bentancur is out for 2.5 months. And yeah, because it's just absolutely frustrating because he's literally just come back from injury as well, Bentancur, which is a massive blow. That means he's out till probably the start of Feb, if that. Something like that, I don't know. But anyway, I think it'll be Biz and Skip as defensive midfielders. People are saying he might be Lo Celso to start there, but Lo Celso is more of an attacking midfielder. He's not defensive at all, so I'll probably start Skip there as he can play in that position. And then attacking midfield, I've gone with Johnson, Lo Celso, and I've actually gone with Alessio Viles. Now, Ange will probably go with Brian Gill, but I don't think Brian Gill really did a lot last week against Villa, and I actually want to see what Viles can do, and most times he has come off the bench, but I want him to start. I want him to see what he's really made of. So I think tomorrow, if I was Ange Postecoglou, I would give Alessio Viles a chance. Let's see what he can do. Let's see what he can actually do. Let's see if he can be an impact. So I think he'll start with Lo Celso at Maddison's role. Of course, Lo Celso scored a really good goal last week against Aston Villa. It did take a deflection though off Diego Carlos, and of course Brennan Johnson, I think he'll start as well. He's been doing quite well recently, Brennan Johnson. Then up front, of course, Heung-min Son. He owns Man City. He always scores against City, and I'm telling you now, clip it. He's going to score tomorrow. Even though we are going to lose, Son will score tomorrow. It's going to happen. But yeah, anyway, so predicted lineups. I've gone with Vicario, Porro, Dyer, Davis, Doji, Basuma, Skip, Johnson, Lo Celso, Viles, and Son. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Smash like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Come on, you Spurs.